25 celebrities who have aged badly. Even the brightest stars and most celebrated figures cannot escape the natural ebb and flow of time and the complexities that come with aging. Aging is an inherent part of the human experience, and as much as we might prefer to ignore it, there are instances where the process is not as graceful as we'd hope. The celebrities mentioned here are no exemption from this reality. There was a period when they stood at the pinnacle of elegance and success, captivating admirers worldwide. However, for many of them, time has taken a toll, leaving them barely recognizable and drawing comparisons to characters from a horror film. Be it from extravagant lifestyles or unfortunate cosmetic procedures, these stars have undergone dramatic transformations. Let's explore the stories of celebrities who have aged very badly. Sarah Jessica Parker. Sarah Jessica Parker dazzled audiences as Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City. Before stepping into Bradshaw's shoes, a character celebrated for her avant-garde fashion sense, Sarah was recognized on Broadway, notably for her role as Annie. Transitioning from her beginnings as a child star, Parker embraced film roles in the early 2000s, showcasing her talent in movies such as Footloose and The Shirtless, the latter of which she also appeared in alongside Hocus Pocus. By the time Sex and the City started filming in 1998, she still possessed the fresh charm typical of a new actress. However, over the years, Parker has faced scrutiny for looking younger than she is. Critics have often focused on her slender physique and visible facial lines, which she attributes to the stresses in her life. This includes rumors of infidelity involving her and her spouse, Matthew Broderick. Maxim controversially branded her the world's least attractive woman, a title that undeniably comes with its own set of pros and cons. Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman stands as an unforgettable figure for anyone who grew up in the 80s, leaving a mark with his memorable performances in legendary movies such as Stand By Me, The Goonies, and The Lost Boys. During his teen years, Corey not only captivated audiences with his acting, but also commanded a vast fan base, thanks to his appealing looks that won over numerous young fans. His popularity soared even higher during his regular collaborations with fellow actor Corey Haim. Yet for those who recall him as a charming teenager, his current appearance might come as a shock. The years have not been kind to Feldman. He looks significantly different now, a change that's been especially notable since he encountered obstacles and distanced himself from the Hollywood scene. His present look bears the signs of a tumultuous journey through fame. In recent years, Corey has dedicated himself to speaking out against child sexual abuse in the entertainment industry. This dedication to activism has visibly taken its toll on him, making him appear weary and diminished. Even with these pronounced changes in how he looks, Corey Feldman remains determined to use his voice for a greater cause, continuing to highlight critical issues in society. Donatella Versace. Donatella Versace represents the cautionary tale of what can happen when the natural aging process intersects with the extensive use of plastic surgery. This renowned Italian fashion designer began her illustrious career by assisting her brother Giovanni in establishing the Versace brand. She now holds the position of vice president of the Versace Group. Her rise to fame was fueled by her celebrity connections and trailblazing designs, which played a pivotal role in expanding Versace's influence worldwide. As the brand achieved success, Donatella underwent a noticeable transformation. She opted for plastic surgery in an attempt to stave off the signs of aging. Unfortunately, this decision had the unintended consequence of exacerbating her appearance rather than improving it. This outcome has led to skepticism regarding the belief that plastic surgery can effectively decelerate the aging process. Janet Jackson. Janet Jackson, celebrated for her musical and dance talents, was at the height of her career in the 1980s, maintaining a consistent image. However, her appearance has significantly transformed over the years, with drastic weight changes making her almost unrecognizable. Despite these changes, the unmistakable Jackson essence remains intact. Janet has evolved into a more sophisticated version of herself as she's aged. Her journey in the music industry has led to a sense of detachment from public perception. In recent years, Janet and her affluent Saudi husband have chosen Saudi Arabia as their residence. Janet's financial success is undeniable, having amassed nearly $1 billion through her music, books, albums, and tours. Yet her journey hasn't been without challenges, as she navigated weight struggles and the demands of her numerous commitments. Today, she presents a stark contrast to the enticing performer of the 80s. Jennifer Grey became an American sweetheart with her role as Baby in the 1987 hit Dirty Dancing, notable for her distinctive nose and curly hair. Her journey took an unexpected twist when she opted for a minor nose job, aiming to appear younger and counteract aging. The surgery altered her appearance so drastically that even the paparazzi failed to recognize her post-operation. The intention was to refine the nose to fit the character better, thus requiring a reduction in size and shape. However, Grey's nose ended up significantly smaller than before. After discovering a small issue with the cartilage, Grey's initial satisfaction with her new look quickly turned to worry. Deciding to have a second surgery marked a turning point, leading to her fading from the spotlight. Post-surgery, Grey struggled to secure acting roles since even casting directors could not place her. She faced a challenging battle to reclaim her identity, feeling as though she had made a massive mistake. In her biography, Grey mentioned she emerged stronger from the ordeal, but could not shake off the guilt over her decision to remove her nose, her most distinguishing feature. Her attempt to maintain a youthful appearance had unintended consequences on her career, serving as a stark reminder of the powerful link between physical appearance and professional identity. Axel Rose, Axel Rose, the iconic frontman of Guns N' Roses, has enjoyed a prominent career in music. However, his status as a legendary singer has diminished over time. Axel underwent significant changes that affected his image. The magnetic allure of Rose, pivotal to the band's acclaim, took a hit in 2011 during his performance at the Rock in Rio music festival. He seemed to conceal a fuller figure beneath his yellow jacket, black hat, and sunglasses. Scott Weiland, a rival, harshly mocked Rose, labeling him as someone who relied on Botox and wigs and called attention to his weight gain. Whether these claims hold any truth, it was evident that Rose had lost much of his enchantment that once mesmerized audiences. The signs of aging became increasingly visible. When Rose performed in Los Angeles in 2012, he was hardly recognizable as the same person from years ago. The effects of aging, such as puffiness in the face and an overall tired appearance, were clearly observable. Yet as he performed the classic hit Child of Mine, Rose's voice stood out beautifully, untouched by the changes in his physique. Janice Dickinson. Janice Dickinson proudly claims the title of the world's first supermodel, a distinction highlighted by her 37 Vogue cover appearances during her heyday in the 1970s and 1980s. Renowned for her classic brunette look, striking red lips, and formidable achievements, she went on to open her own modeling agency in 2005, transitioned to reality TV, and was a judge on America's Next Top Model from 2003 to 2006. As time progressed, Dickinson struggled with the concept of aging and, unwilling to accept it, sought out top plastic surgeons for assistance. Having already appeared in I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, by the time she featured on Celebrity Big Brother from 2007 to 2015, it was evident she had undergone numerous plastic surgeries. The transformations made her hardly recognizable, leading to substantial personal and financial repercussions. Dickinson faced severe financial strain, filing for bankruptcy in 2013 with nearly $1 million in debt attributed to back taxes and beauty treatments. Her list of creditors included the Beverly Hills Anti-Aging Center and dermatologist Arnold Klein, indicating the extent of her cosmetic procedures, which ranged from breast augmentations and tummy tucks to face and neck lifts, liposuction, and Botox. Her notoriety in the cosmetic surgery world was cemented in 2015 when Dr. Terry Dubrow on Botched branded her as his most challenging patient. However, a glimmer of hope appeared 2 years later when Dickinson presented a more subdued appearance at a fashion show in West Hollywood. This change sparks hope that Dickinson is reconciling with her natural beauty and embracing who she truly is. Macaulay Culkin. Starting his ascent to stardom at just 4 years old, Macaulay Culkin quickly became a household name thanks to his prominent roles in the 1990 blockbuster Home Alone and its 1992 sequel, establishing him as one of the most celebrated child stars since Shirley Temple. Yet, his whereabouts in later years became a topic of curiosity. In 1994, Culkin's decision to take a break from acting grabbed headlines. He expressed a desire for a semblance of normalcy. Concurrently, he sued his parents, demanding $17 million and legal independence from them when he was just 15 years old. In 2012, photographs of Culkin surfaced, displaying a marked departure from his previously buoyant persona, which took the public by surprise, despite his sporadic TV appearances in the early 2000s. His gaunt appearance, hollow cheeks, and disheveled style raised eyebrows. Culkin strongly dismissed the speculations regarding his alleged drug use. He later confessed to some risky behaviors, but was quick to add that he never sought treatment for addiction. Culkin re-entered the public eye in 2013 by co-founding the Pizza Underground, a comedic rock band with a quirky pizza theme, which disbanded in 2016. Moreover, the Pizza Underground notably made a comeback in 2003 before parting ways again. In 2013, Culkin ventured into comedy with the series Unable to Talk, providing a platform to flex his comedic talents once more. Nowadays, Culkin seems to embrace a much healthier and content lifestyle beyond his unconventional foray into music. Free from the earlier tumult, he appears to be moving in a positive direction, although he too could not escape the natural effects of aging. Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart, the esteemed musician known for his allure and wit, has had an interesting personal life, notably being married to celebrities like Bond girl Britt Eklund and supermodel Rachel Hunter, showcasing his preference for blondes. Rod the Mod, as he's affectionately called, hails from a unique family situation, with his 8 children being from 5 different mothers. Stewart, with his distinctive take on marriage, once quipped he'd rather find a woman he dislikes and buy her a house than marry again. Despite his charm and humor, at 76, Stewart conveys that he's not as ageless as his timeless music. In May 2003, Stewart was diagnosed with thyroid cancer, confronting him with a formidable challenge. The surgery necessitated a relearning process for his singing, demanding daily practice to gradually improve. Stewart shared his struggles, especially with relearning to sing Maggie May, but with determination, he was able to recover his vocal prowess. The challenges persisted for Stewart, who was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2017. Despite these health setbacks, he continues to produce music and perform, showcasing his dedication to his craft. This resilience highlights his evolution from a youthful icon to a figure of unwavering commitment. Nevertheless, it's clear that Stewart has experienced the inevitable wear of time. Because YouTube will prioritize interactive videos, please comment OK if you find this video interesting. Thank you. Pamela Anderson. Pamela Anderson, a timeless blonde bombshell, rose to stardom in the 90s after being crowned Playboy's Playmate of the Month. She holds the record for the most Playboy covers, cementing her place in Hollywood history. Her iconic red bikini became synonymous with her fame, thanks to her role as C.J. Parker on the popular action drama Baywatch. While Anderson has maintained a successful career, the passage of time has left its mark on her appearance at 53 years old. Recent paparazzi photos have revealed wrinkles on her face, a testament to a life lived in the spotlight. Despite the signs of aging, she has remained true to her signature bleach blonde hair and dark eye makeup. Her striking appearance at the 2017 Cannes Film Festival sparked speculation and whispers of plastic surgery. Dr. Marino Giaffoli, a renowned London plastic surgeon, suggested subtle procedures like a minor facelift, cheek fillers, and Botox for the forehead. The controversies surrounding her appearance fueled discussions about aging and its impact on Hollywood fame. While Anderson may not be considered a Hollywood hottie in the traditional sense, her confidence remains unwavering. Her journey highlights the ever-changing standards and attitudes in the entertainment industry, whether it's natural aging or subtle cosmetic enhancements. Anderson has always embraced the present moment, even when facing the concept of aging. However, she is starting to feel the undeniable effects of time. Lil Kim. Lil Kim is regarded as a trailblazer in the hip-hop industry, laying down the groundwork before the emergence of artists like Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj. Despite achieving success early in her career, she faced numerous challenges, including a one-year imprisonment in 2000. However, what has truly captivated public attention is the transformation of her appearance over the years. The evolution began around 1999 when Lil Kim adopted a blonde lace front wig and blue contacts, marking the beginning of her visual transformation. Over the years, she underwent several cosmetic surgeries, leading to significant changes by 2010. Her nose appeared slimmer, her lips fuller, and there were indications of breast implants and an altered facial structure. Furthermore, her skin tone became noticeably lighter. In 2016, she shared several selfies on Instagram, which have since been deleted, showcasing a dramatic change in her skin and hair color. These images sparked widespread debate about societal beauty standards and personal identity. Lil Kim has openly discussed her battles with low self-esteem, influenced by damaging relationships in the past. Her decision to pursue expensive and invasive cosmetic surgeries might stem from societal pressures that deem lighter skin as more desirable, a common issue among women of color. Sadly, the cumulative effect of these surgeries has made the signs of aging more pronounced on Lil Kim's body. Despite her attempts to defy time through cosmetic procedures, they have not succeeded in halting the natural aging process. Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke was once seen as one of Hollywood's most attractive leading men. However, his journey took a surprising turn when he ventured into professional boxing as a way to harness his immense energy. This decision marked the start of a remarkable transformation. Over several years, Rourke sustained multiple injuries from boxing, while simultaneously taking on occasional acting roles. His injuries included 2 broken noses, a shattered cheekbone, and damage to his ribs and toes. To maintain his on-screen appearance, especially in movies like Iron Man 2, Rourke pursued quick surgical fixes for his boxing-related injuries. Unfortunately, the cycle of injuries and repairs took a toll on his once handsome face. While he initially denied undergoing any surgery, he ultimately admitted in 2009 that botched facial surgeries had altered his appearance. Rourke expressed regret, acknowledging that he had mistakenly hired an unqualified surgeon. To revive his acting career and restore his former appearance, he underwent further procedures, including a hair transplant. In 2019, cosmetic surgeon Hala El-Jmati speculated that his face might be almost paralyzed from frequent Botox injections. Today, Mickey Rourke serves as a cautionary tale of the risks associated with attempting to delay aging through cosmetic surgery. His once charming looks are now a mere shadow of what they used to be. Meg Ryan. Meg Ryan, the cherished star of numerous romantic comedies, saw her rise to fame beginning in the mid-1980s, captivating audiences with her doe-eyed charm and blonde locks. Despite her success, Ryan chose to step away from the limelight at the height of her Hollywood career. In 2019, she shared insights into her battle with burnout and feelings of isolation, leading to her decision to step back from acting indefinitely. Since then, Ryan has maintained a relatively low profile, but her appearance at the 2016 Tony Awards caught everyone's attention due to her noticeably changed appearance. Sporting her signature short blonde hair, Ryan's skin seemed unusually tight and somewhat swollen, igniting conversations about her looks that echoed again after her distinctive presence at Paris Fashion Week in 2019. This led to speculation about changes in her aesthetic choices. Despite Ryan's own denials of undergoing cosmetic surgery and her affirmations of embracing aging, some have suggested she might have sought out anti-aging treatments to maintain her appearance. Treatments such as lip enhancements, adjustments to the upper eyelids, and face-lifting procedures are among the cosmetic interventions Meg Ryan reportedly explored. Her appearance provides a clear message: cosmetic enhancements cannot halt the inevitable aging process. In fact, Ryan's attempts to preserve her youthful look might not have led to the desired outcomes, with some suggesting her appearance worsened as a result. Turning to Nick Nolte, once hailed as the ideal man by suburban housewives for his all-American golden boy charm and distinctive feathered bangs, time has not been kind. Today, Nolte's appearance is drastically changed, marked by a rough and rugged look attributed to a challenging lifestyle, including substance abuse and notable arrests captured in 2 mugshots. Despite beginning his career in modeling, a striking contrast to his current state, Nolte's transformation is far from the heartthrob status he once held. However, his current rugged demeanor makes him a perfect fit for characters that embody the gritty essence of hardened sailors or irritable old men, showcasing how his career has adapted to his changed appearance. Keith Richards. Guitar legend Keith Richards looks significantly older than he actually is. Observing him now, it's easy to mistake him for a man in his 90s rather than someone in his 70s, which is quite astonishing. Had he avoided the fleeting satisfaction of alcohol and tobacco, this early aging could perhaps have been avoided. Taking a closer look at Keith Richards, if you dare, one can truly see the toll that decades of drug consumption have taken. The 73-year-old member of the Rolling Stones is not just an aged figure, his appearance is startling. While aging itself isn't frightening, Richards' visage clearly reflects his long history with drugs. His intense drug use during the 1960s and 1970s led to numerous legal issues, and it's clear his health has been severely impacted. His perspectives on the music industry also hint at his old age. Richards openly expresses disdain for the evolving genres of rap and hip-hop, showcasing a generational gap in musical preferences. Despite being a talented musician in his 70s, his aversion to these genres is surprising, as one might expect him to have a broader appreciation for musical evolution. Goldie Hawn. During the 1970s and 1980s, Goldie Hawn captivated Hollywood, securing nominations for 2 Academy Awards. Her daughter, the talented Kate Hudson, further spotlighted Goldie. Blessed with natural beauty, Goldie exerts considerable effort to maintain her looks. As time progresses, the relentless nature of aging becomes more apparent. Despite her image as the effervescent, sultry, and somewhat innocent blonde of her earlier days, Goldie has grappled with a deep-seated fear of aging. Embracing simplicity and self-care, she has steadfastly pursued youthful radiance. Her skincare routine, both in the morning and at evening, revolves around gentle cleansing, brief massages, and the diligent application of creams. Heeding her mother's counsel, Goldie once ventured to try coconut oil, adding a lemon-based exfoliator to her regimen, all proving to be cost-effective. Above all, consistently applying sunscreen and ensuring her skin stays hydrated remain her top skincare priorities. An ever-present smile plays a crucial role in Goldie's beauty regime, along with early application of sunscreen and focusing on hydration through oil-rich foods. Despite her commitment to natural skincare approaches, there has been speculation from various experts that Goldie might have resorted to a facelift or fillers at some juncture. Nonetheless, time has unyieldingly showcased aging signs, despite Goldie's dedicated efforts to counteract them with her anti-aging strategies. Because YouTube will prioritize interactive videos, please comment OK if you find this video interesting. Thank you. Haley Joel Osment. In the 90s, Haley Joel Osment was a prominent figure in the film industry, with leading roles in cult favorites like The Sixth Sense, Pay It Forward, AI Artificial Intelligence, and a cameo in Forrest Gump. Osment's appealing demeanor as a child actor, managing to make the bowl haircut look fashionable, significantly contributed to his early success. However, as is common with many child stars, his career faced challenges as he transitioned into adulthood, leading to a noticeable absence from the spotlight. This transition brought significant changes in Osment's physical appearance. He grew a thick beard and gained weight, capturing the attention of his followers. Additionally, Osment faced personal struggles, including issues with substance abuse. Like several young actors, he attributed the downturn in his acting opportunities to getting older, and it appeared he wasn't aging as gracefully as some might hope. Mel Gibson, at age 61, may not be the most active actor in Hollywood, but carries a mix of accolades and criticisms. Known for stirring the pot with his controversial art and statements, Gibson made his mark directing and producing films such as The Passion of the Christ, following his success with Lethal Weapon and Mad Max. Yet, Gibson's career is tainted by accusations, including anti-Semitic outbursts, homophobic slurs, and sexist remarks leading to multiple arrests and forced public apologies. Once a top actor in the early 90s and the director behind Braveheart, The Passion of the Christ, and Hacksaw Ridge, Gibson's public image suffered greatly when his offensive behavior was exposed, resulting in being dropped by his agency. His numerous offenses have led to a tarnished reputation, infamous for his derogatory views. It seems his career and public esteem have also taken a hit. Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz shot to fame as the lead in the popular series Malcolm in the Middle, a role that largely defined his career. As Malcolm, his engaging smile and striking blue eyes, along with his remarkable acting capabilities, earned him critical acclaim and even an Emmy Award during his time as a child actor. However, Muniz became so synonymous with his character that he found it challenging to break away from this image, leading him to step back from Hollywood. In a significant career pivot, Muniz now pursues passions outside of acting, earning a living as a professional motorcycle racer and drummer. His transformation over the years is quite remarkable, with aging and a series of bold hair choices altering his once familiar appearance. Beyond the physical changes, Muniz has faced serious health issues. He struggles with memory loss, a consequence of numerous concussions and seizures, which has impacted his recollection of Malcolm in the Middle filming days. Despite these challenges, Muniz continues to lead his life away from the public eye, navigating his path beyond his early acting success. Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, the undisputed king of 80s, 90s and 2000s Hollywood, rose to prominence with his breakout roles in 21 Jump Street and Cry Baby, solidifying his status as an adolescent idol. His rugged good looks and undeniable charisma propelled him into a multi-talented and highly respected actor. However, as time has passed, Depp's appearance has changed noticeably. His public persona has undergone a transformation since his captivating performances in Chocolate, Sleepy Hollow, and The Secret Window. Rumored substance abuse and a highly publicized contentious split with ex-wife Amber Heard have left their mark. Depp is no longer the dashing hero of his earlier days. His recent struggles are evident in his discolored teeth and significant weight fluctuations. While the aging process has not been kind to Johnny Depp, he remains a captivating personality in Hollywood and a dynamic performer. Despite the changes, his status as a compelling actor endures. Mr. T. Lawrence Hattar. Tiroda, who gained fame as Mr. T, left a lasting mark on the film industry of the 1980s. His life, however, took a surprising twist when he was diagnosed with cutaneous T-cell lymphoma, a type of cancer. Facing his diagnosis with his characteristic humor, Mr. T even joked during an interview about the coincidence of the illness's name with his own. In the film The Last of Us, he was known by more than just his stage name, bringing a touch of humanity to his role. The year 2005 brought a significant shift in Mr. T's life beyond his health challenges. Deeply moved by the devastation caused by Hurricane Katrina, he contributed to the relief efforts. Feeling it was out of place to wear his iconic gold chains amidst those who had suffered immense losses, he chose to remove them, demonstrating his empathy and comprehension of the tragedy's scope. Even though he no longer wears his trademark gold, Mr. T's impact and distinct persona continue to resonate with his fans. Yet the signs of aging, possibly accelerated by his health battles, are apparent in him. Henry Thomas. Henry Thomas, remembered fondly from our childhood 40 years back, emerged as an unparalleled success in acting. His journey to stardom kick-started in the 1950s when, at the tender age of 10, he made his debut in the film industry. Launching his career in the early 1960s, Thomas reached the pinnacle of his profession by the early 1980s, amassing a fortune of $100 million. The British Academy of Film and Television Arts lauded him as the best young motion picture actor and the best outstanding newcomer. Despite his meteoric rise, Thomas harbored concerns about the perils of fame and yearned for the simplicity of a normal childhood. This longing led him to temporarily step away from the limelight as the pressures of celebrity life robbed him of ordinary experiences. Nevertheless, his passion for acting drew him back into the fold. In his later career, Thomas diversified his roles, featuring in an array of movies including Dear John, Gangs of New York, Lorraine, Stargirl, Dr. Sleep, The Haunting of Bly Manor, Netflix, and again in Gangs of New York. Now at 50, Thomas no longer resembles the young boy from E.T. the Extraterrestrial. The visible signs of accelerated aging are evident in his countenance and demeanor. Mark Hamill. The unmistakable signs of aging, such as wrinkles and weariness in the eyes, suggest that the once youthful Luke Skywalker from the original Star Wars trilogy has aged rapidly. This acclaimed actor reprised the role of an aged Luke Skywalker in the latest Star Wars series, featuring films like Rogue One and The Last Jedi, leveraging his natural aging process for the role. This approach underscores that even across the vast expanse of a galaxy far, far away, the impact of time is inevitable. George Lucas demonstrated exceptional vision by introducing a character with whom the younger audience could resonate deeply. Jennifer Grey. Jennifer Grey's portrayal of Baby in the 1987 hit movie Dirty Dancing won over American audiences with her distinctive nose and curly hair. However, her journey took an unexpected turn when she opted for a minor nose surgery, aiming to combat aging and maintain a youthful appearance. Her transformation was so significant that even photojournalists failed to recognize her post-surgery. The objective of the initial operation was minimal adjustments, yet the result significantly reduced the size and shape of her nose compared to the original. Grey's initial satisfaction with the cosmetic change turned to worry when a small issue with the cartilage was discovered beneath the new appearance. The necessity for a second surgery proved to be a pivotal point, leading to her vanishing from the public eye. Following the additional operation, Grey found it challenging to secure acting roles. Casting directors also struggled to place her, contributing to a battle to re-establish her identity in the industry. Grey expressed in her autobiography that despite emerging stronger from the experience, she couldn't shake off the regret of altering the very feature that made her distinct: her nose. Her attempt to slow down the aging process through cosmetic surgery serves as a stark lesson on the intricate relationship between one's appearance and professional identity, underscoring how such decisions can have far-reaching effects on one's career. Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte Bardot shines in numerous roles, captivating audiences as a dazzling beauty in her capacities as a singer, actress, and model. Throughout the 1950s and 1960s, Bardot established herself as a sex symbol. Her acting career was marked by success, with 16 critically acclaimed comedies to her name, contributions to 47 other films, and authorship of over 60 songs. However, the allure of sex symbol status that once typified Bardot has significantly diminished, with her appearance at the age of 81 mirroring this change. The transformation is undeniable, and she no longer carries the radiant appeal of her youth. Bardot often shares that she feels content, yet her face tells the story of a life lived with abandon. Navigating the sands of time, our favorite celebrities have shown that aging can take its toll, regardless of fame. From Meg Ryan's unexpected cosmetic choices to Nick Nolte's drastic transformation, we've seen a range of outcomes, but who, in your eyes, experienced the most striking change? Dive into the debate and share your thoughts below. And if you found these insights intriguing, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to Iconic Inside for more discussions that peel back the curtain on celebrity lives. 41 actors who ruined their careers in seconds. Number 41, Amber Heard. Amber Heard stated her existence was in shambles as she paid Johnny Depp $1 million for damages after an intense slander court battle. This dispute stands as one of the most sensational lawsuits in the annals of Hollywood. Heard ultimately expressed a loss of confidence in the American judicial process. The judicial proceedings wrapped up on the 1st of June, 2022. The panel of judges agreed unanimously that Heard sullied Depp's reputation by labeling herself as a victim of domestic assault in her 2018 article published in the Washington Post. Over the course of 7 weeks, the trial scrutinized how the dispute affected the professional lives of Depp and Heard. Depp maintained that Heard's claims in the commentary severely damaged his acting pursuits, while Heard contended that her career languished as a consequence of Depp's retaliatory assertions. which included her leaving fecal matter on their shared bed. Addressing her 5.3 million online followers via Instagram, Heard stated, "After a great deal of deliberation, I have made a very difficult decision to settle the defamation case brought against me by my ex-husband in Virginia. It's important for me to say that I never chose this. I defended my truth, and in doing so, my life as I knew it was destroyed. The vilification I have faced on social media is an amplified version of the ways in which women are re-victimized when they come forward. I make this decision having lost faith in the American legal system, where my unprotected testimony served as entertainment and social media fodder." The outlook is grim for Amber, as it appears her most successful days are behind her. She seems to be devoid of forthcoming endeavors beyond the sequel to Aquaman, and this trend could persist. Journalist Megyn Kelly, during the Floyd Abrams Speaking Freely podcast, mentioned that Heard seems to have no career prospects because she is regarded as dishonest by the public. Kelly further pointed to an internet campaign aiming to have Heard removed from Aquaman 2, stating, "Hollywood, before its woke days, has got to be somewhat business-minded and capitalist. There was already a petition with, between 3 and 4 million, maybe it's more now, to get her booted out of the next Aquaman sequel. I think she's professionally ruined for the time being." Number 40. Mel Gibson. Formerly an A-list actor in Hollywood, Mel Gibson became persona non grata in the film industry after a sequence of belligerent episodes and bigoted statements. A recent development involves Netflix's Chicken Run sequel distancing from the 64-year-old Gibson, following Winona Ryder's allegations of his anti-Semitic behavior. Ryder claimed that Gibson directed offensive comments at her in 1995. Gibson's past reveals a pattern of such discourses, and certain movies he's been involved with have been critiqued for propagating anti-Semitic messages. In 2010, Radar Online disclosed that they accessed recordings of an incensed message Gibson directed at Oksana Grigorieva, his former Russian pianist companion. Naturally, Gibson's professional standing plummeted, and by the year's conclusion, his representation, William Morris Endeavour, severed ties. Gibson's controversial behavior persisted. Fox News noted in 2015 that Gibson, in a 2013 interview for Peggy Noonan in Reader's Digest, made light of the Holocaust as he attempted to rehabilitate his career. In 2016, he directed Hacksaw Ridge, a biographical war movie. But the recent charges by Ryder have once again shone a light on Gibson's problematic history, casting doubt on his ability to reclaim the widespread acclaim he once enjoyed during his heyday of box office hits. Number 39, Paula Deen. Previously cherished as a television icon and actress, Paula Deen saw her career crumble amidst allegations of racist conduct. She graced television on programs such as Top Chef, MasterChef, Extreme Makeover Home Edition, and even landed a part in the film Elizabethtown. In 2012, Lisa Jackson, who managed Deen's establishment in Savannah, Georgia, named Uncle Bubba's Seafood and Oyster House, filed a legal complaint against Deen. Jackson charged that Deen had a history of uttering racist epithets, including the N-word, in the workplace, and had expressed a wish to host a wedding event with an Old South theme, suggesting that African-American men should pretend to be slaves. In her deposition, Deen conceded to having used the N-word previously, remarking, "Yes, of course, that's just not a word that we use as time has gone on. Things have changed since the 60s in the South, and my children and my brother object to that word being used in any cruel or mean behavior as well as I do." She also conceded to her idea for the aforementioned themed wedding, clarifying that it was inspired by a restaurant which she thought was beautiful and really impressive. Understandably, her proposals did not garner any support. The Food Network promptly opted not to renew her contract, despite her issuing several video pleas for forgiveness. Deen resurfaced on Dancing with the Stars years later, which was insufficient to mend her tarnished reputation. In 2015, her already precarious situation deteriorated further when she uploaded and later removed a photo of her son with darkened makeup. Number 38, Charlie Sheen. Once a top-tier television actor, Sheen was earning an impressive $1.8 million per episode on 2.5 Men, until his career took a hit due to his addiction. His struggle with substance abuse and alcoholism started in the 90s, marked by events such as cocaine overdoses and assault charges. His life, filled with drug-related offenses and controversy, was in the public eye. His addiction issues were intermittent in the beginning, but his arrest in 2009 marked a significant downturn in his life. In 2010, production of 2.5 Men was paused as Sheen sought treatment in rehab. Despite his efforts to recover, he was let go from the show in March 2011, likely due to his self-destructive behavior and disparaging remarks about the show's creator, Chuck Lorre. What's the current status of Sheen? Reports suggest that he has been sober for more than a year and is now involved in 2 television projects, reflecting on his fight against addiction and his time on 2.5 Men. Sheen expressed, "There was 55 different ways for me to handle that situation, and I chose number 56. And so, I think the growth for me, post-meltdown or melt forward or melt somewhere, however you want to label it, it has to start with absolute ownership of my role in all of it." He confessed to Yahoo Entertainment, and it was desperately juvenile. "I think it was drugs or the residual effect of drugs, and it was also an ocean of stress and a volcano of disdain." Number 37, James Franco. Following several accusations of sexual assault, James Franco's presence in the film industry has significantly diminished. His regular collaborator, Seth Rogen, has also distanced himself from Franco, explicitly stating to the UK Sunday Times, "The truth is that I have not, and I do not plan to, right now." Franco first attracted controversy in 2014, when he snapped a selfie with a 17-year-old fan after his Broadway performance in Of Mice and Men, and later messaged her on Instagram about booking a hotel. Franco confessed to the messages, but defended his conduct to Howard Stern by asserting, "I'm not going to high schools looking for dates. I'm leaving my work and they're coming there. And my fan base is like 17-year-old girls." In 2018, Franco faced further scandal after his Golden Globe win for The Disaster Artist. Actress Ali Sheedy tweeted hints of misconduct by Franco after previously collaborating with him on The Long Shrift in 2014. Simultaneously, actress Violet Paley accused him of a serious assault in a tweet. Even after Franco denied these claims on Stephen Colbert's show, Sarah Tither Kaplan and 3 other women brought forth accusations of sexual misconduct against him in a Los Angeles Times report in January 2018. As repercussions mounted, Vanity Fair promptly removed Franco from its Hollywood issue cover. By October 2019, several women from the Los Angeles Times piece filed a lawsuit for sexual harassment against Franco, which resulted in a private agreement in February 2021. Franco persisted in denying these claims, notwithstanding the settlement. As the allegations affected Franco's career, leading to his exclusion from many projects, Rogen communicated to the Sunday Times his strong condemnation of abuse and harassment, adding, "What I can say is that I despise abuse and harassment, and I would never cover or conceal the actions of someone doing it, or knowingly put someone in a situation where they were around someone like that," revealing the incident impacted their relationship. Number 36, Roseanne Barr. The career of Roseanne Barr serves as a stark reminder of the potential consequences of social media missteps. Her popular show, Roseanne, was abruptly axed by ABC after she sent out a discriminatory tweet about Valerie Jarrett, an African-American former advisor to President Obama. The swift fallout occurred despite Barr's subsequent apology. Channing Dungey, ABC's entertainment chief, denounced the tweet in a statement, calling it abhorrent, repugnant, and inconsistent with our values. Considering the show had generated approximately $45 million in ad revenue for ABC in the current year, with projections for the following season topping $60 million, the cancellation was certainly dramatic. Initially, Barr pointed to the sedative Ambien as the cause of her erratic online behavior, claiming it led her to engage in weird stuff. Later, she indicated that her series might have been scrapped partly due to a critical tweet from her co-star Sarah Gilbert, who portrayed Darlene in both Roseanne and its spin-off, The Conners. Gilbert condemned Barr's remarks in her tweet, "Roseanne's recent comments about Valerie Jarrett and so much more are abhorrent and do not reflect the beliefs of our cast and crew or anyone associated with our show. I'm disappointed in her actions, to say the least." To this, Barr expressed her feeling of injustice, stating, "Talk about the lack of accountability there." Number 35, Lori Loughlin. The affection of Lori Loughlin, famed for her role in Full House for her daughters, had unintended consequences on her career. For her involvement in a college bribery scandal, she received a 2-month prison sentence, while her husband, fashion designer Massimo Giannoli, was given a 5-month term, among 50 other implicated individuals. They confessed to fraud by falsely designating their daughters as athlete recruits to get them admitted to the University of Southern California. Loughlin's legal resolution came with a $150,000 fine and an obligation to serve 100 hours in community service, and Giannoli agreed to a $250,000 fine with 250 hours of community work. During a court hearing over a video call, Loughlin expressed remorse, stating, "I made an awful decision. I went along with a plan to give my daughters an unfair advantage in the college admissions process, and in doing so, I ignored my intuition and allowed myself to be swayed from my moral compass." The repercussions of her actions extended beyond the courtroom as Crown Media Family Network severed their professional relationship with Loughlin. They declared, "We are no longer working with Lori Loughlin and have stopped development of all productions that air on the Crown Media Family Network channels involving Lori Loughlin, including garage sale mysteries and independent third-party production." Number 34, Lindsay Lohan. Before Lindsay Lohan's infamous partying and scandalous behavior, she was known for her memorable roles in early 2000s cinema. The former child actress first appeared on the small screen at age 7 with guest spots on the children's program Sesame Street in 1992. Her major breakthrough came in 1998 with Disney's reimagining of The Parent Trap. She continued to make her mark in a series of notable Disney films, including Get a Clue, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, and Freaky Friday, before landing the starring role in the cult classic Mean Girls. However, after her initial success, Lohan's career began to falter. She became entangled in a series of legal issues, including a widely reported DUI car accident in 2007 when she was only 20 years old. After the crash, she entered rehab and angered several Hollywood producers by failing to show up for scheduled film shoots. As Lohan continued to party, use illegal substances, and drown her problems in alcohol, her relationships in Hollywood rapidly deteriorated. Later that summer, Lohan was arrested again for driving with a suspended license and allegedly possessing cocaine. She pleaded guilty and was sentenced to a single day in jail. Despite spending only 84 minutes in jail, she was placed on probation and required to complete community service and participate in an alcohol education program. In a 2013 interview with Piers Morgan for the Daily Mail, she discussed her arrest, saying, "From then on, the press were on me all the time. It was the first time I'd taken drugs. I was out in a club with people I shouldn't have been with, and took cocaine and got in the car. It was so stupid." She also told Morgan that her initial stay in rehab was intended to help her deal with the emotional stress of filming I Know Who Killed Me in 2007, not to address her addiction. Her dual role in that film earned her the Worst Screen Couple at the 2008 Golden Raspberry Awards, as well as the Worst Actress title. The movie won a record 8 Razzies in total. In the following years, Lohan was ordered to rehab 6 times due to arrests for drunk driving, reckless driving, and shoplifting. She stated, "I've never been a junkie and never will be. I just like going out late to clubs with friends and listening to music. Always have done. It's not that unusual for girls of 26. Lohan's commitment to the LA nightlife cost her the acting career she had dreamed of, leading to lost roles due to insurance issues. She appears to be slowly returning to acting, but it's doubtful she'll ever regain the status she once held. Because YouTube will prioritize interactive videos, please comment "OK" if you find this video interesting. Thank you. Number 33. Armie Hammer. The film Death on the Nile may signify the conclusion of Armie Hammer's cinematic endeavors, following controversies and conjecture that emerged around 2021. Formerly commended for his performances in films such as The Social Network and Call Me By Your Name, Hammer's prominence in Hollywood was short-lived. In the beginning of 2021, he faced allegations of aggressive sexual conduct and further claims regarding his sexual proclivities, including alleged desires of cannibalism that surfaced in messages purported to be from Hammer. Concurrently, a woman by the name of Effie publicly accused Hammer of forceful advances and physical mistreatment spanning a 4-year intermittent relationship. Nevertheless, after an extensive inquiry, the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office ultimately declined to initiate charges against him. Hammer expressed his gratitude toward the prosecutors on his digital platforms for their determination, which corroborated what he had maintained from the start, that no crime was committed. He acknowledged that, although his reputation has been restored, reconstructing his life stands as a formidable and prolonged endeavor. The controversies led to substantial losses for Hammer's career. He was relinquished by his representation and resigned from a number of undertakings, including the Jennifer Lopez-led romantic comedy Shotgun Wedding. Post-scandal, there were fleeting speculations of Hammer engaging in timeshare sales and residing in the Cayman Islands, keeping a low profile. Without facing any legal repercussions, Hammer nonetheless experienced significant setbacks due to the allegations, casting doubt on the prospects of his return to the film industry in the near future. Number 32, Katherine Heigl. Katherine Heigl experienced a swift fall from grace in Hollywood, having once been a rising star within the industry. She rose to immediate fame with the 2005 premiere of Grey's Anatomy, where she played Dr. Isabel Izzy Stevens. It didn't take long for Heigl to bask in the limelight, a success that was as rapid as her subsequent descent. Before her iconic stint as Izzy, Heigl had been in various movies and TV roles, but her part in Grey's Anatomy, which featured Patrick Dempsey and became one of the most watched shows on broadcast television, was a true highlight in her career. By 2007, 2 years into the show, Heigl landed the female lead in the hit comedy Knocked Up, earning her a paycheck of $300,000, a staggering 19,000% increase from her past earnings. In just months, she achieved what no other Grey's regular had, winning an Emmy, and seemed on track to continue her winning streak until things took a turn. Heigl shocked many when she opted out of the Emmy race, stating that her character's development in the 4th season of Grey's Anatomy didn't merit a nomination. "I did not feel that I was given the material this season to warrant an Emmy nomination, and in an effort to maintain the integrity of the Academy organization, I withdrew my name from contention. Additionally, I did not want to potentially hinder another actress's chance who had been given such worthy material," she said. This move sent ripples through the fanbase, her peers, and the production team, and it was considered a snub towards the acclaimed series creator Shonda Rhimes. Rhimes countered by saying the reduced focus on Heigl's character was due to her request for fewer working hours. This sparked rumors of on-set controversies, with Heigl seen as troublesome. Despite speculation about her character's possible demise, Heigl continued with the series for another season. While she still landed lucrative roles in movies, she couldn't escape the persistent negative portrayal in the media regarding her Grey's Anatomy conduct. In 2010, after an incident where she didn't appear for work, Rhimes consented to let her out of her contract. Rhimes admitted Heigl's remarks about the Emmys had hurt, but shared the lesson: when people show you who they are, believe them, and consequently instituted a Noah *** cold policy on her later project Scandal, a pointed allusion to Heigl. Since departing from Grey's Anatomy, Heigl's attempts to reignite her acting career floundered. Her subsequent projects such as New Year's Eve, One for the Money, The Big Wedding, and Jackie and Ryan didn't fare well critically or at the box office. Her career plummeted, with Heigl acknowledging a shift in the industry's perception of her. She confided to Marie Claire in 2014, feeling betrayed by the industry that was once a dear ally. "This thing that was my best friend for a long time suddenly turned on me, and I didn't expect it. I was taken by surprise and angry at it for betraying me." Number 31, Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes was once an ascending celebrity, anchored by standout performances in The Amanda Show and She's the Man. But as is all too familiar with young performers, she found herself grappling with substance abuse. A defining moment, however, that truly capsized her career was the turmoil she stirred up on Twitter in 2012. She posted a series of contentious tweets, including a bizarre request to rapper Drake, cast disparaging remarks toward Rihanna, labeled both Miley Cyrus and Jay-Z as unattractive, and did not spare herself from harsh online self-evaluations. Additionally, there was an incident where she ignited a driveway and her clothing. In the wake of her erratic behavior, Bynes received a bipolar disorder diagnosis and was admitted to a mental health facility, suspending her acting pursuits indefinitely. Her parents, profoundly worried for her well-being, sought and achieved a conservatorship in 2013, fearing she might harm herself or someone else without supervision over her health and finances. Sometime afterward, Bynes endeavored to reconstruct her life, enrolling at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising in Los Angeles and expressing minimal interest in resuming her acting career. Prospects seemed brighter for her, culminating in 2022 when a magistrate, backed by her parents' endorsement, ascertained that Bynes was again fit to independently manage her medical and fiscal matters, leading to the termination of the conservatorship. Yet within the same year, Bynes reported herself to the authorities and sought psychiatric care. Currently, she is residing within a mental health treatment center, where she continues to obtain the necessary support. Number 30, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby, once revered as a paternal figure in American culture through his various family-friendly comedic and dramatic roles, was found guilty in 2018 on 3 counts related to aggravated indecent assault. More than 60 individuals accused Cosby, recounting various incidents of misconduct. Despite steadfast denials from Cosby's defense team, who questioned the prolonged silence of the accusers, damning evidence surfaced which indicated that Cosby provided sedatives to young women he sought sexual activity with. In the wake of these revelations, nearly all of Cosby's broadcast and film agreements were terminated. Reruns of The Cosby Show were removed from TV Land's lineup, while planned stand-up performances were scrapped. His statue at the MGM Hollywood Studios in Florida was dismantled, and numerous educational institutions rescinded the honorary degrees they had once bestowed upon him. Subsequently, he received a sentence ranging from 3 to 10 years incarceration. Cosby's conviction was later invalidated, leading to his release after a 2-year prison term. Nonetheless, industry pundits are skeptical about the probability of his reputation being rehabilitated. There's no Cosby reunion, there will be no Vegas residency, and there will be no new Jell-O endorsement for Mr. Cosby, articulated Howard Bragman, a veteran PR strategist and crisis management expert. He was not found innocent. He was released on a technicality. I would say the world still believes him to be guilty for the heinous crimes he was charged with, and he's going to live a very O.J. Simpson-like existence for the rest of his life. No one is going to work with him. No studio, no A-list actor or filmmaker, a talent representative expressed. It would kill your reputation, not to mention that you'd have to justify it to your friends and family. How could you do that? He is toxic. Because YouTube will prioritize interactive videos, please comment OK if you find this video interesting, thank you. Number 29, Cuba Gooding Jr. Cuba Gooding Jr., who skyrocketed to fame following his Oscar victory for Jerry Maguire, saw his celebrity status wane over time amid a cascade of sexual misconduct allegations. His legal troubles began in 2019 after he was suspected of inappropriately touching a woman in a Manhattan establishment. By the following year, 30 accusers had emerged denouncing Gooding's behavior, resulting in charges that encompassed 3 instances of forcible touching and 3 of sexual abuse. Additionally, 2 civil lawsuits were filed by separate women against the actor. The combination of these grave allegations and various career mishaps contributed to Gooding's gradual retreat from the spotlight, with his subsequent appearances largely confined to direct-to-DVD releases. Number 28, Jussie Smollett. The saga involving Jussie Smollett is notably peculiar, ending in a significant blow to his career through his own controversial actions. Smollett, once recognized for his role on Empire, reported to Chicago police in January 2019 that he was subjected to a racially and homophobically motivated attack by 2 men in ski masks. It later emerged that he had fabricated the incident and misled law enforcement. In 2021, following a trial that spanned almost 2 weeks, Smollett was convicted on 5 counts of disorderly conduct. His quest for greater fame and attention resulted in a pronounced outcome. On March 10, 2022, Smollett received a 150-day jail sentence, coupled with 30 months of felony probation, a mandate to pay Chicago $120,100 in restitution, and a $25,000 fine. Despite the conclusion of his trial in December 2021, Smollett's defense team signaled intentions to challenge the verdict, even as Smollett proclaimed his innocence. Regardless of the outcome of Smollett's appeal, the ramifications for his professional reputation seem irreversible. Regardless of possible judicial reconsiderations or a different ruling, the damage inflicted on his public image and career prospects by his own actions appears insurmountable. Everything Smollett has done and continues to do reinforces that he is, as Judge James Lynn has said, profoundly arrogant, selfish, and narcissistic, not the type producers want to work with. This sentiment underscores the notion that Smollett's decisions and ongoing efforts to contest his conviction only further tarnish his standing within the industry. Number 27, Michael Richards. Michael Richards, best known for his role as the eccentric neighbor Kramer in Seinfeld, saw his career take a devastating hit in mere minutes. His portrayal of Cosmo Kramer stands as his most notable work, capturing the hearts of Seinfeld fans across all 9 seasons. Unlike his co-stars, Richards' post-Seinfeld path led him back to stand-up comedy, a return that was short-lived and marred by controversy. His career took a nosedive following the widespread circulation of a video capturing Richards insulting a black audience member with racial epithets. He was recorded saying that 50 years prior, the person would have been subjected to a horrific act of violence, and he uttered the N-word multiple times before prematurely exiting the stage. This 3-minute clip was catastrophic for his reputation. Richards sought to make amends by publicly apologizing and going on numerous late-night shows such as The Late Show with David Letterman to express his remorse and try to mend his relationship with fans. He also reached out to African-American leaders like Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson. However, the damage was done. While Richards has made a few appearances and cameo roles since, he hasn't been able to fully resuscitate his career. In a conversation on Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld, Richards revealed that the incident still plagues him. Despite years having passed, he maintains he is not racist, claiming the situation escalated beyond his control. Nonetheless, his assertions mean little to the decision-makers in Hollywood. Number 26, Mo'Nique. Comedian Mo'Nique's Academy Award triumph for Precious in 2009 seemed poised to catapult her to greater heights, yet her career trajectory drastically stalled post-ceremony. It wasn't until 2014 that Mo'Nique appeared again on screen in Blackbird, an indie production co-starring Isaiah Washington, another actor with a similar narrative of a rapid career nosedive. We'll delve into his situation later in this video. Mo'Nique divulged to The Hollywood Reporter in 2015 that director Lee Daniels had mentioned she was being shunned in the industry due to the negotiating approach of her spouse. In the same breath, she publicly chastised Daniels, believing he had a hand in undermining her career, because she omitted thanking him during her Oscar speech. Needless to say, this accusation didn't aid in mending her strained ties with the industry, which were further complicated by her disputes with figures like Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey, whom she accused of joining Daniels in sidelining her. Things intensified in 2018 when Mo'Nique called out Netflix for bias and inequity, citing the $500,000 offer for her comedy special as paltry compared to the multi-million-dollar contracts offered to other top-tier comedians. She later took legal action against Netflix, which reached a settlement, though the streaming giant had distanced itself from further talks. Mo'Nique articulated her stance on Sway in the Morning in January 2018, saying, "I couldn't accept that low offer because if I did, I couldn't sleep at night. If I accepted $500,000, what does Tiffany Haddish have coming? Because what they'll say is, Mo'Nique accepted this and she's got that. So what do they have coming?" Netflix defended their offer, asserting in an official comment, "We believe our opening offer to Mo'Nique was fair, which is why we will be fighting this lawsuit." Number 25, Felicity Huffman. The release of the rom-com film Otherhood, scheduled for April 26, 2019, was deferred by Netflix. Starring Felicity Huffman, along with Patricia Arquette and Angela Bassett, the movie's delay was in response to Huffman's involvement in what's been termed the most extensive college admission scheme ever prosecuted in the US. Though it's important to mention that Otherhood wasn't scrapped. It ultimately premiered later the same year. A source from Netflix conveyed the situation as one of uncertainty. It's a wait-and-see situation. No one can predict the future, and no one is trying to. We don't want her personal issues to become the publicity of this movie. Netflix's decision came on the heels of Huffman's public apology and her forthcoming guilty plea on fraudulent charges tied to the nationwide college admissions controversy. Huffman is part of a contingent of 13 people who confessed to paying hefty sums to angle their offspring into esteemed universities. "I'm in full acceptance of my guilt, with deep regret and shame over what I have done," Huffman stated. "I accept full responsibility for my actions and will accept the consequences that stem from those actions. I'm ashamed of the pain I have caused my daughter, my family, my friends, my colleagues, and the educational community." Following her conviction, Huffman served 11 days of a 14-day sentence in federal prison and was thought to be facing a $30,000 fine, 1 year of supervised release, and 250 community service hours. Critically, she endured significant damage to what the entertainment industry dubs reputational capital. As someone now with a criminal record, Huffman faces a likely reduction in both the number and pay scale of future roles. Number 24, Kevin Spacey. During his London trial at Southwark Crown Court, Kevin Spacey's defense attorney argued that the actor had been subjected to a public trial by social media and effectively cancelled following initial accusations. Spacey saw his stature in Hollywood radically diminish. One moment he was a mainstay, the next he had vanished. He was promptly expunged from Ridley Scott's film All the Money in the World, released in December 2017, with Christopher Plummer stepping in to refilm Spacey's scenes portraying billionaire John Paul Getty. Furthermore, Netflix dismissed him from his critically acclaimed role in the series House of Cards. To recapitulate Spacey's purported actions, last year witnessed Spacey and his production agencies being mandated to pay $31 million in damages related to his discharge from House of Cards, associated with bombshell sexual assault allegations. While distinct criminal charges against him in both LA and Massachusetts were dismissed in 2018 and 2019, respectively, a civil trial in New York in 2022 also absolved him of liability. Presently, a UK jury has acquitted him of all criminal charges in connection to claims made by 4 individuals who alleged Spacey had sexually assaulted them between 2001 and 2013. The attorneys portrayed one accuser's allegations as preposterous, stating that Spacey had engaged in consented sexual interactions with 2 of the claimants. Although he conceded that he made an awkward overture toward a 4th person, he contended it hadn't gone beyond that. Even with these legal outcomes, the prospects of Spacey's full return to his former prominence remain uncertain, yet there remains a glimmer of possibility for his career. In the volatile world of Hollywood, a single moment can make or break a career. From controversial statements to legal battles, we've witnessed the rapid downfalls of numerous actors. As we've seen, the repercussions can be severe and the chances of a comeback slim. Let this be a reminder of the fragility of fame. If you enjoyed our dive into the careers that took a turn for the worse, show some love by leaving a number 9 in the comments. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to Iconic Inside, and turn on notifications to stay updated on the latest from Tinseltown's highs and lows.